Yeah, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing on this Friday afternoon, Friday evening? This is Brother Reality coming at you on another one for the Reality Lounge with Brother Reality. Just wanted to hit y'all with a quick one. I'm only going to answer two questions. I'm not going to be too long. But first of all, let me let this beat ride for a minute. I got to let this beat ride for a minute. Hold on. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right. The first question that I wanted to get to, let's just get straight into it. The first question I wanted to answer was, I was asked, what do I think is the main thing facing black men in a negative way? And I have three things. The first one is a lack of communication with our women. The second one is the lack of identity that we have as a people, but black men in specific. You know, we're the leaders of the household. We are the leaders of the community. We are the warriors of the community. So if we're lacking self-identity, who we are, then I mean, we have nowhere to go. And we're pretty much running in place, trying to figure things out. And number three is the root. Number three actually, it actually gives birth to one and two, and that's racism, white supremacy. Racism, white supremacy is the biggest negative factor for black men in this country because America is ground zero for racism, white supremacy. No other country on this earth, no other continent has racism, white supremacy like this one. In North America, nothing comes close to the acts of atrocity by racist white people, period. Nowhere else comes close. This is ground zero. Where you're at right now, this is ground zero. And the faster we figure that out, the more we understand that, the better off we'll be. As far as going back to number one, the lack of communication with our women, that's on both sides. But as men, we have to take the reins. We have to take control, and we have to let it be known, hey, this is how it's going to be. I'm going to respect you. You're going to respect me. And then we're going to go from there. It's not going to be a struggle back and forth. We already have that. We don't need any more struggling back and forth with each other. And then as far as number two, I mean, that's pretty much self-explanatory. There are a lot of brothers out here who just don't know who they are. I'm not going to ridicule anybody or try to say it's because you were raised by this person, or you were raised by that person, you know, you didn't have your daddy in your life, no shit like that. I'm not about to do all that. You can figure out who you are on your own. Find out your history. Find out your family tree. Find out what tribe you're from. Find these things out. You can do that on your own. You don't need anybody to hold your hand and teach you about yourself. And you really don't need that. But all right, I don't want to get too deep. Let's go to question number two. The second question was, and I thought this was a great question. I was asked, what is my biggest regret? Now, at 33 years old, I have more than a few. But the main one that sticks out to me is not joining the Navy back in 2009. I had a great opportunity and I blew it. I worked my ass off to get to where I needed to be, and things didn't quite work out. You can actually find out the full story about what derailed me if you go back to one of my Storytime installments. It's called AOA, and that right there was that pretty much was the beginning of everything falling to the wayside as far as me going to the military and doing the things that I really wanted to do, which was, you know, get out of state Louisiana, to be honest. But that's my biggest regret. I hate to hear people say that they don't have regrets, because I think that's a lie. Everybody has something that they look back on and say, damn, I wish I would have done that different. I hate to hear people say, oh, I don't have any regrets. I don't regret anything I've done. That's bullshit, man. You do regret stuff that you've done. Don't tell that lie. But yeah, you know, that's my biggest regret. Blowing the opportunity, and you know, after that situation, I was at a down point in my life for a while. I eventually picked it back up, but for a little while after that, man, I was kind of a mess. But I'm not gonna keep y'all too long. Just want to hit y'all with a short little session of the Reality Lounge, you know. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Let that beat ride a little bit. And I'll be getting with y'all soon, family. Peace.